as the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James try to take out Houston and get the sweep once again. No Kevin Durant, 9-point lead. It swells in the third. Good ball movement ends up in the hands of the shooter. Shepard buries the three. It moves to 15. Then it's Thompson down the lane. Euro stepping off the window. The lead is 17. Stanford seems like if they get it to 18, they're going to put this thing to bed. Well, now it's 18. It's about to be 20. Şengün spinning with the left. You heard the and one scream. He was right. He had 19 and 6. Then Şengün down low, and you see him immediately grab his head. That's an elbow that led to a review and a flagrant 2 ejection, which earned him the gate and a wave bye-bye from KD. The win means that Houston might be able to say hello to him if he can get back on the floor. We're not done with the highlights here. Thompson with the rise to gather the pass. Not able to finish the alley-oop, but able to get the bucket. Thompson has a game-high 23. And we've seen some late-game chatter and shoving. Come on, Unc. We figure things out. LeBron James on what went wrong.
Defense wasn't our problem. It was our offense. Defense wasn't our problem. We turned the ball 23 times for 30 points. Another turnover right there. So,
Yeah. 24.
Yeah, 24. 24. So, yeah, defense wasn't our problem. It was offense.
LeBron, when you have a 3-1 lead and you're going home, are you able to feel comfortable? You don't want to be going home.
Hell no. There's no such thing as being comfortable until a series is done. No, and none of us are.
A gentleman's sweep, perhaps. Rockets do avoid being swept in 4. No team in NBA history, as you are undoubtedly aware, has overcome a 3-love series deficit. The Lakers monstrous favorites to win, according to DraftKings Sportsbook. Game 5 Wednesday in Los Angeles. Joined now by Kendrick Perkins, a man who's fond of talking about standing on business. What the Rockets, I suppose, did tonight, but beyond getting swept, what they accomplished tonight? Anything that feels like momentum in your mind?
Well, Scott, listen, their backs were against the wall, and I'm here in Houston, in the city of Houston, the local media, they was on their asses like back pockets. And so all of a sudden, when you start to feel that type of pressure, self-pride and team pride kicked in. And what we saw tonight was them get back to their identity, especially on the defensive end, right? We saw them start playing with a level of physicality. We started seeing them make guys uncomfortable, especially on the perimeter. Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, those guys didn't have a big night tonight because of the perimeter defense that the Rockets put on them. Offensively, we saw them actually make shots, especially from the three-point line. That's been their Achilles heel all season long, in this postseason as well. And it started off with Reed Shepard. When the Rockets are able to knock down threes and jump shots, it opens up everything else for them. And tonight we saw them get it done collectively in a balance of great physical play defensively and being able to get out in transition offensively and play their style of play.
Kevin Durant on the bench for this one, wasn't earlier. It's confusing to me. Perk, what do you make of this situation?
I mean, look, Scott, seriously, it's dysfunctional over there, man, to be honest with you, man. And the Rockets this offseason, they're going to have a lot of soul searching to do. I was happy to see Kevin Durant on the bench tonight. It seemed like it's a disconnect there in the locker room with Kevin Durant and the young guys. And in order for this Rockets organization to get where they're trying to go, and that's getting back to clutch city type vibes, meaning championship vibes, somebody's going to have to be that leader in the locker room, and it's going to have to be Kevin Durant. People don't realize how it is for us being a leader, and just being on the bench goes a long way to support your teammates, especially during a trial time like they was going through, being down 3-0.
It's now 3-1 in this series. It's also 3-1 in the Denver-Minnesota series. Unfortunately for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards will miss some time. They did win that game, which was a coin flip before Edwards went out, with him out. And I'm just interested in if you feel like with the emergence of Io and the ferociousness of that defense, what you expect to see from Minnesota in the short term without Ant.
You know what? I expect them to come together. I don't believe that they win Game 5 on the road in Denver, Scott, but I do think they got enough to pull it out in Game 6. This team is playing with a lot of confidence. This team is playing together. This team is playing with an edge. And I understand Anthony Edwards, we already know that he's the best player on the squad, but the defense of Rudy has been next level. When you look at Jay McDaniels and the tenacity that he's brought in this rivalry, it's been next level. And I'm looking at a guy like Julius Randle to elevate his game even more. Julius Randle is still an all-NBA caliber player, and he's a guy that's capable for having a huge night. And then they already, addressed their bench issues. So you got Io and Bones Highland coming in off the bench. I believe that Minnesota has enough without Anthony Edwards to get one of these next 3 games if it go that far. I got them pulling it out at home in Game 6 because home, they play home. Role players play better at home.
Yeah, they have shown no backup in their game, regardless of who the 5 are on the floor for the Timberwolves. You got to think the pride of Denver is going to at least force it to 6, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Perk, appreciate the time. Look forward to continuing the conversation as the playoffs move on.
Scott, thank you, man.
Time for Access 360. What are you going to break down, Ron?
Turnovers. I hate to do it, but you know what? Someone has the energy. Someone has to do it. I know they're going to see this on the plane ride on the way home. Man, NBA playoffs is where it's at. This breakdown is not good. But sometimes you have to point out the things that are wrong.
Yes, sir.
In this play, it's a lot of confusion from jump right here. Look, do I set the pick and roll? And right now, it's like, okay, Jackson Hayes does what he runs to the front of the rim, expects the ball. Leonard comes up, and he goes, shoot this. But now he tries to throw the lob to Jackson Hayes, but he throws it where? Not up. Put it up by the rim. That's only going to get it stolen. And it starts a fast break. Right here, got to go to the free throw line. On this one, this is when it's really confused me. Like, am I going to say, does LeBron come off hard? LeBron, you taking up the space, LeBron, but what you're not going to. You got 3 Rocket defenders right there ready to attack you any moment. DeAndre Ayton is trying to set a pick. Now he goes to the front of the rim. And right now, Rui should be yelling, whatever the term. We used to have something we would call it Isaac. He comes back and he takes it from LeBron. And he looks back at Rui. Why didn't you tell me the defender was coming? He gets a fast break point. That right there what got Reed Shepherd going. Now, we're in a position where I'm an ISO. Everybody in the world is looking at you, but look where Jabari Smith is. He's dang near double team LeBron. But look, now we get a great post up, and it was kind of a foul over the back. DeAndre Ayton's complaining about it, but you can't complain in the playoffs. You got to get your butt downhill and get back on the play. But now, everyone in the Rockets play, what do? They spin. He got the and one. And that's one of the things about when you play in the playoffs. You ain't got time to complain. And that's one of the habits that you start during the season where you look at the refs and complain. The refs aren't going to give you anything. Get back on the defensive end because every possession is so important in the playoffs.
There's a certain way to talk to refs, and it's not at the initial point. You wait till there's a dead ball, catch him at the half-court line when no one's looking, then you go have a little conversation. You know who's really good at that? Marcus Smart. He doesn't complain. He'll wait 30 seconds, a couple minutes, then he'll catch a referee off to the side somewhere, and they'll talk about it. So, yeah, you don't want a referee to see you start complaining too much. It kind of sets the tone for your game and how he's going to judge you. So, I mean,